places to go to get some food. I said it's the most crowded place in the world. But I said it depends on which one you go to, because the one that's by me and where I live, they are so slow, and they get your orders wrong, which I don't know how you get them wrong when you're very clear about what you wanted. You can tell they ain't reading. But I'm going on a tangent. But that's what's going on with Mickey D. They lower the prices on their combos and stuff. The breakfast meals, combos and stuff like that. So good for them. Let's move on to the next. Let's get into, oh baby. So what would y'all do in this situation, y'all? So this lady thought she was gonna be slick. She was going on her first date, y'all. And so she ended up telling this man thought he was picking her up at her spot. But this girl she gave him her location. In her location, she was at the nail salon getting her toes, getting a manicure and a pedicure, and thought he was gonna pay for it. Shay, why? What? He said, you gave me your location like this was your house. I thought he went, this is a nail salon. Saying what? I look at my nails and he went, I'm not paying for this. I'm not paying for none of this. He went, I'm about to go. She went, what you mean? Hold up. Where you going? Who gonna pay for this? I said, girl, you gonna pay for it. She went, they already did my nails and they already been started on my feet. I said, girl, what are you doing? I said, first of all, I ain't gonna even hate on you on your play game, but girl, you ain't even get all cute to even try to pull this one. That's my problem. I said, girl, you didn't get cute you ain't get all cute, everything, body, you ain't have on a body yaddy type of outfit, try to pull them in and try to let him know, give him a little sex pills. He ain't get none, but you could have got your nails and your pedicure paid for that on the first day. But you thought you was slick, girl. You gonna give him location to the nail salon as your house as you get your stuff done. You thought he was gonna pay for it. I said, I don't know what you think and how y'all think that because you go on a date with somebody that they supposed to actually do these type of things for you. I said, that's not how that works. But I said, yeah, that's what's going on. Give me y'all comments and tell me how y'all feel about it. What y'all actually would have paid for that. I would have actually, when I showed up and walked in and seen the place said nail salon, I would have turned back around and went on about my day. I wouldn't even went in there. I wouldn't gave her the time or excuse for her to even do anything. Because he did go in there. He's like, you went in there with a camera to record the scene. I said you shouldn't did any of that. You should have just walked on out and went on about your day. But that's just how I look at it. Let's move on to the next. Let's get into, okay, so we got TMZ then caught up with Tory Lane's uncle. And Tory Lane's uncle believed that Tory, Meg, and Kelsey should have handled the whole situation between them. I said, what? I said, oh, I see where he get his brightness and dumbness from, his daddy and his uncle. Because I said that makes no sense. I said he did the crime, he's doing the time. He can fight it all he want. He ain't going nowhere. The judge that made it quite clear that you're not going anywhere. You gonna do this time. And y'all, his family makes him look even more guiltier. The more and more they talk, from the daddy, now the uncle, it get worse and worse. You can tell who raised him. But move on. Let me know in the comments how y'all feel about it. But let's move on to the next, y'all. Let's get into Walmart. So the CDC want to well, not the CDC. Is the CDC or the FDA? The CDC or the FDA? I want to say the FDA or CDC, one of them. Or it could be both. I wouldn't put past them. So Walmart came out to let us know that great value shrimp do not buy because it is radioactive. They giving you specific ones to buy that's out there, but the raw shrimp, the value pack one, and I think was this the jumbo size? Yes, it was the 2 pound. I said it's radioactive. I said, ooh, and you got the comments like, who buys shrimp from Walmart? Everybody. You buy shrimp from Kroger's, Myers, Publix. We ain't even got a Publix, but I know Publix. Should you buy stuff from there? Why wouldn't you? You buy it on the market. It's all so be careful out there, because people are getting actually sick from this. Certain people are who didn't bought some of that stuff. I don't eat it because I'm allergic to shrimp, so thank God I ain't got to do that. Ugh. But people tear up some shrimp. I didn't think that. Lord, but side note, just let's get past that. Be careful out here with the shrimp, y'all. Let's move on to the next. Let's get into so Miss Julien Michaels. So this woman is saying she is going to sue Netflix over threatening to sue them over there's a documentary coming out on Big Loser. And she actually trying to threaten them to not release it because whatever the document has in there, she ended up posting on her social media that there may be her receipts of certain things or certain people on the show having certain contestants or people do different things for other people. It was crazy, and she saying that what's going to be. It seemed like to me she was saying that what's going to be shown in this document is not going to be the truth. Like I don't know. I said I wasn't there. Yeah, this document is what it is if it comes out. But is it showing you? I said, is it showing you in the bad light, or is it showing everybody in the bad light? It wasn't really clear to me, but y'all let me know how y'all feel about it. But that's all that I got for y'all today. Thank y'all for tuning in. Like, share, subscribe, and